Hello Simplifiers, Diana with Diana Simplifies here. The bells are ringing. The minute I walked in here, the bells started, so that means it's right on the hour. I'm gonna do some cleaning. I've got my lint-free cloth, so this room needs to be dusted really badly, so we're gonna do that today. I have different types of lint-free cloths, but I don't know why I love this bright yellow one more. I've got a white one and I dropped it, but a light yellow one. Anyway, I love these yellow ones. Most of this I think I got at Walmart, but maybe that white one I think I got at Lowe's. So you can buy lint-free cloths. So look for those if you want to. I'm going to use my Shark vacuum, and then this is my really old Libman. What's it called? It's called a spray mop. Doesn't have a name on it. It's a spray mop, and I'm going to use this pad with it. So that's what I'm using. It doesn't matter what time of day I do whatever, the lighting is never right. So it's real foggy looking in here. It's just the light from outside. I don't know. Hang on, let me put this down. My old mop is leaking. So I have to, every time I use it, I have to dump the water out and refill, which is fine. I mean, that's not a bad thing, but it's leaking on my table right now. I didn't want it to leak on the floor, so I put it on the table. So this is my Shark. It's a rocket. It says right there, rocket. So this is how you can have it like this, or you can put it on a wall. But anyway, then you just lift this off. Put this in here. I gotta untangle the cord first, but put that in here, and then you have your vacuum. So let's go ahead and vacuum first. So it's gonna be noisy. So anyway, when you put it together, it's like this. And I was gonna go to the gym today, so I have my workout clothes on, dressed for the gym, and then I never went. So I was gonna go earlier. Than now. I've spent hours deciding when I'm doing a video or am I going to the gym. So video one out. All right. And you can probably see on the floor, if I pull it down some, I have a robot right here. So that's, if you're wondering what that black thing is, it's my robot. All right, let me pull this down a little bit so you can see the floor. Here we go. By the way, my entire outfit is from Walmart. Shirt, little workout shorts, and then sports bra, all from Walmart. I'm a Walmart girl. All right, my shoes are expensive running shoes. These are Hoka's. I also have Asics, but I sort of switched them out. One day, one the other day. was, I think, 4 minutes to vacuum this room. All right, so let's test. And I did get into most of the nooks and crannies. The piano's over here, you can't see it, but I kind of went behind the piano. Took it apart, went behind the piano real quick. All right, next I'm gonna dust. I have a huge layer of dust on everything, so let's just get started. Let's see, you can already, whoops, oh my goodness. You can already, I can't talk. You can already see this. So you can see that piece of furniture over there. I'll start over there and then come this way. Yeah. Cat food. I'm going to do this door as far as I can reach. This is something I do for my clients. I don't do mine that often, but I do my clients' doors I try to do them every time I'm there. Also this chair rail. Okay, I don't think you see too well, but there's a little marble top table right here. Just gonna dust it real quick. Whoops, lost my cloth. Roomba, I'm gonna dust Roomba real quick. All right, now the china cabinet. Oops. Okay, there's a china cabinet, another little china cabinet right here. Cobwebs off the legs, whatever's down here. Cat hair sticks to it and everything else. Now, if I was really industrious, I could open this cabinet, but guess what? I'm not doing that today. These little things are supposed to have globes over them, but Spencer found these somewhere. I think his mother had them So we need some globes, but anyway, let's dust that. All right, let's switch you around this way. Hopefully this will work. Yeah, here's the piano, except you're too close. You're too close, you're too close. What's really dirty is this right here. I came in here, it depends on how the sun shines on it, but I came in here one day. I was like, oh no, this looks terrible. That's me and my sister right there. This is my parents right here. I have not changed this in a long time, so if you've been watching me, you've seen all this over and over probably. And Spencer and me giving it a smooch at my parents' house. Let's see if I can get the, how do we get the glare off? Whoa, right there. Long time ago, 2015. Pull it down a little bit down here on the floor. I'm gonna do the sides right here, and then down here, so it's always dusty. Whoops. What happened? Here. Right. So that's the piano. Let's see here. And then, let's see, it's the last. This thing has been sitting here on the floor forever to be decluttered. And Spencer makes fun of me. It's like, well, it's too heavy to carry over there. I would gladly carry it over there. It's too heavy. I guess I need to just park right out here, park right out front, and just stick it in my car and take it over there. I just haven't done it. Do the spaceboard right here. All right, so how long did that take? That took a few more minutes. Okay, I'm gonna, oh my gosh. throwing everything. I'm gonna get my mop, put it back together, and I'm gonna mop really quick. Let me, hang on. Let's see here. So you see the floor. All right, my leaky mop. So I'm just gonna, that's crooked, just put it on there. I usually just put it on the floor. I'm gonna have to start over because it's not right. Hang on. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, well, I'm gonna mop myself this way because I may go ahead and clean that, the dining room is right there. I might clean that too. So. The only thing that's in here, in this little area right here, is water and just dish soap. That's all it is. And you don't need a lot of dish soap because the way the spray action is, it mixes the soap and the water and makes it soapy. So, I don't know if you can see right there, it's a layer of soapiness right here. So you don't need to put a whole lot of, so like if I'm using, let's say I'm using Dawn or Palmolive, something that's, you know, a little bit stronger, like those two things, you only need, seriously, you only need a drop or two. And really, even with the cheaper ones, you only need a couple drops. But definitely with Dawn, you don't need a lot. With Dawn, things like that, and Pine Sol, less is more. You need very little Pine Sol if you clean with that. Pine Sol could last you a really long time because you need about 2 drops of it. It's very soapy. Alright, I'm mopping behind you. I'm going to move you, I'm going to turn you around and we'll do this other room. Because that didn't take long. I never know how long it's going to take. Usually I talk a lot, so I'm just not talking that much today. Alright, let's flip you this way. Let's see. Alright, so there's my little, well, I'm about to trip over. There's my office right there. Through that door, and Mila's laying there. Mila acts like she doesn't feel good. I don't know. Cat problems. Cat problems big time. All right, it's hard to show what's going on here because this table is in the way. So you may have to pretend like you see what's happening. I don't know. I'll show you as much of the floor as I can. So that took about 3 minutes to mop. If you're just wondering, we're just doing real time here so we kind of know. I don't have a lot in this room. That also helps not to have so much stuff. been sitting in here. So I'm gonna take this apart to where it's just this right here. There's a attachment that goes to this, but it's in my truck right now. I just remember seeing it in there. But I'm going to go against the baseboard with this where the litter is. I'm just gonna get the litter off the baseboard is all I'm doing. And this square of carpet right here, until about 2 days ago, we had a cat fountain there. The cat fountain quit working, and I don't think Mila uses it that much, so we just gave her an extra water bowl. So we just threw it in the trash. I'm so tired of dealing with these fountains. When they break, they're great till they break, and then trying to find the right pump because the pump is not working. It's the fountain was fine, it's the pump. So I just said, just throw it away. I don't care. Okay, you can see we don't have a lot in here. There's a china cabinet right there, but this is kind of a big empty space here, which is nice. If we can come around the corner so we can see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Got my cloth again. This is an antique chair we got in the say-so. before my parents got it for me before we got married. So I've got a plastic cover on it so my cats don't tear it up. I'm gonna take this picture off the wall and show you guys. I was at my parents' house doing some cleaning upstairs, and this is a picture I remember looking at all the time and reading, and then it had disappeared and I never even thought about it. And so I found it in a closet with some other pictures that I hadn't even thought about in years. I guess mom had kind of redone some stuff, and so this is just a picture I was kind of attached to, so I took it because no one was using it. So I like it because it's older. I mean, it's an old picture, and it looks old, and the frame looks old. So I'm not even sure where it came from. She would have known, unfortunately. Can't ask her now. So anyway, it fits in with our kind of sort of old-timey decor here, antiques and stuff like that. Okay, so here's the this is a piece of furniture that was in Spencer's family. It's Duncan Fife. And I love Duncan Fife, so I was thrilled to get this. Okay, and then this is bin for, I've got 2 different cat foods in here. So our newest cat, little Adrian Boo, I don't talk about Boo that much, but he's our little black cat, and he's adorable. And he started running in and out of the box, just running in and out of the box, trying to urinate, and not much was coming out. And I'm telling you, I don't feel like taking him to the vet because he poops as soon as he gets in the car. So, I mean, I would have taken him, and I had him an appointment, but the vet let me get this special RX food, and so we started that. And that worked so far, so I haven't had to have a vet visit, which has been fantastic. Because I was thinking I'm gonna have to just let him run loose in the car, which could be dangerous because he can get under the pedals, but I can't put him in a carrier because he's got to have a litter box because he's gonna poop as soon as he gets in the car. So I just cannot deal with that. So because so far every time he's had to poop in the car, it's been diarrhea, and it's all over him because it's runny, you know, so it's everywhere. So I just could not deal with that. I thought if he's gonna poop in the car, he's going to go in a box, and he would. He's crying because he knows he wants his box, and there's not a box in there because he's a carrier. So I was thinking I'm gonna have to let him be loose, and I'm gonna have to put a box in there and hope he, you know, it all gets into the box and not somewhere in my truck, and you know, hope he doesn't step in it and walk around my truck, and you know what I'm saying. So I was happy not to have to take him. Real happy. All right, so that's the antique chair that goes with this table. Let's see, can you see? No, you can't really see right there. Okay, it's starting to get really hot. Got some water. Have a little water break here. All right, we've been going 31 minutes, not bad. I've got a lot done in 31 minutes. So you can kind of see how fast you can clean, especially if your home is more simplified. And I know a lot of you have been on a simplifying journey and you've gotten rid of stuff. So the more simple your spaces are, the faster you can kind of just run through with the vacuum and the dusting and mopping. Okay. Feels like I'm getting a workout right about now. And this is the Duncan Fife table, but it's all, you can tell that's what these are, but it's all covered up. My mom has a tablecloth. I think I'm gonna try on this and see if it fits at all. Obviously she's not gonna be using it, and the only problem is it's pretty nice, and my cats, well, really it's just Mila. Mila's got claws, they all have claws, but Mila's in here and she's got claws, and so she eats on the table. At this point, I could probably feed her on the floor, and that would solve the whole problem. because we don't have a dog anymore. The whole problem was the dog, but I haven't, you know, I need to just put it on the floor, and that way she'd stay off the table, and then that would solve that whole problem. I could put a decent tablecloth on, because otherwise I just have this cheap. This just keeps the table from being scratched. That's all it is. I say it's cheap. I don't know that it's cheap. It's just, you know, it's not a tablecloth. So, anyways, I already did this one. I don't even know. I don't think I did. Looks like it's windy outside all of a sudden. Okay. But I guess I could try putting her feet on the floor and see if that would work. See if she'd stay at the table before I put a nice tablecloth on the table. I have a feeling she would still jump up there though, even though there's no food up there. I don't know. Let's do the blinds. We'll be almost finished. And what I do is I hold the blinds up. Ooh, it's cloudy. I wish it would rain. I hold one blind up and then do it this way so I can get to the whole blind. You can also do this with a Swiffer duster. Those work great. There's a spider web right here I keep getting into. It's still here. I don't know. The spiders love us. All right, let's do this one real quick. Up a little dust, so we have a little cloth now. Okay. By the way, you can dust first if you want. I don't personally think it matters what order you go in. My mother always had a thing about, what did she say? Vacuum first. She said that vacuuming threw the dust up onto the furniture, so you should dust after. So that's how I learned to do it. But if I'm being honest, I don't think it matters a whole bunch, because just now I was knocking dust off of those all over the floor. So I mean, they weren't even that bad, but I can still see the dust is coming off of there. So I feel like either way you're still gonna have dust, so whatever, do it in the order you want to do it in. I don't think it matters. Hey Mila, you want to start eating on the floor, not on this table, so I can put a tablecloth on my table and look normal? Like a normal person. Okay, this one does not have plastic on it. I've got a plastic cover. I don't know why it's not on there, but it is not. But my big teddy bear goes there, so okay. Mila doesn't really bother anything. The only thing she does is jump on this table and claw it as she's jumping. That's just strictly because she's trying to get up there. But that's where we fed her all this time, so that's why she does that. She wouldn't even bother that if I didn't have the food up there. What, baby girl? You need some medicine. You look like you don't feel good. What? What? Oh my God. What? You want to say hi to the people? Say hi to the people. All right, we're at 37 minutes. I've got to mop. That's what I have left. Haven't mopped yet, so I would say about 40 minutes to do all this. All right, baby girl, you want your food? porker. You are a porker. Let's see, where can I put this where we can see what we're doing here? That'll get a lot of it, won't it? Okay. Whew. Yeah, I'm hot, Mila. I am hot. Let's move the vacuum cleaner out of the way so I can mop around it. Oh, that ran her off. Nobody likes the vacuum. Nobody likes the vacuum. There's definitely some dirty spots on the floor that I see. All right, I've kind of mocked myself into the middle of a different room. I think I'm gonna lay down on the floor with Mila and do some stretching and see. She loves for me to get on the floor with her, so since I skipped the gym, I think I'll do a little stretching. All right, we're right at 40 minutes, and well, almost 41. Thanks so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed this clean with me, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Love you.